Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for coming out to Rock, Paper, Improv. My name is Brian, and I am your host, and what we're going to do tonight is some improv for you guys. Improv is stuff that is made up off the top of our heads with very little preparation and based on suggestions from you guys, the audience. We've got a lot of fun things to do tonight. We've got a couple of games we're going to play, and you guys will hopefully see some really fun things and some fun moments. Before we get started, let me introduce you to my friends. Back here we've got You Break It, You Buy It. That's Dustin Blanton. Next to him is Buy One, Get One Free. That's a Steven Saltsman. Next to him, we've got No Shirt, No Shoes, No Service, No Problem. That's Scott Little. And next to him is Shop Till You Drop. That's Nick Brownrigg. You guys give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you guys for being here. Like I said, my name is Brian. I'm your host, and we'll go ahead and get started. Our first game we're going to play is called Director's Cut. This is for everybody. Steven's going to be our director. Everybody else get up. So how this game is going to work is these guys are going to do a scene for you, and we've got our lovely director, Steven, over here. We're trying to film a movie here that's never been seen, never been done before. We're going to do a scene with these three guys, and then we'll get some different genres for them to try and replay it. So can I get y'all's favorite genre of movie?
Horror.
Horror. Let me have your least favorite style of music.
K-pop.
K-pop. And one more. Favorite sport that you like to watch on TV?
Tennis.
Tennis. Cool. Awesome. And now from the audience, I need a title of a movie that's never been seen before. Never been made, never been seen. Anything at all. Anything.
Llamas on Parade.
Llamas on Parade. All right. We're going to do a scene from Llamas on Parade. We'll just do a regular scene. Just let's see a moment from it, and we'll take care of it from there. Steven, whenever you're ready, go ahead and call action.
All right, everybody, I'm very excited about this film. You're going to be great, you're going to be great, and you're going to be great, okay? Okay.
Thank you. No.
I put a lot of money in this. So let's take it from the top. I want Act 1, Scene 1, Llamas on Parade. Action.
Well, yes, it was. I love you, llamas. You've been like children to me. You know.
You're like a father to us, you know. You're great.
I feel like a father to you. Ever since I taught you all to speak, it's been magical, and ever since, of course, standing upright was a big goal that we've accomplished as well. What I need from you now is something that you might be uncomfortable with. I need a parade. I need you to dress up and impress the townsfolk. I need that from you.
The townsfolk think we're evil, though.
Yes, it's because you talk. I didn't think that far ahead.
Dad,
It's okay, you can call me Dad.
I just want to stay here, and
Oh, shh. Your brother's scared.
I am.
I want you to be honest with me. Are you scared?
No, I'm not I'm not scared.
That's fair. That's.
You can't call me that.
I'm sorry.
He's not a cat, son. He's not a cat.
Sorry.
He's nervous, as you should be. We're gonna dress in large dresses and hats.
I'm used to not wearing anything at all.
That's the spirit. Now, all I have is this wedding dress.
I'll wear the wedding dress.
Darn right you will. We're just gonna put this on, and you're gonna be his husband.
Okay, that's weird. He's my brother.
I said you're gonna be his husband, not a doubter, okay? So just stand here, look at him like you love him, and I'm gonna go grab the flyers. This will be a day we'll all remember. I love you, boys.
I love you too, Dad, and I love him, but like a brother.
That's exactly what I want to hear. I'll be right back.
And cut. Beautiful.
How was it?
Great work. What's my genre?
Horror.
Horror. All right. So that was great. Act 1, gonna be beautiful. I can imagine the entire thing.
Right.
Now, as you boys know, this is a horror. So I need you to really dig deep into your backstory, right?
Okay.
You're proud to be a father, because you never had one.
Okay. I'm right there.
Is this man in here?
All right. Horror.
You, more woody woos, obviously, need a lot more of that.
Okay.
You keep doing what you're doing, but a little taller.
A little taller.
Just a little taller. All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna jump to Act 3.
Okay.
Scene 2. Action.
Father.
Oh.
So you do recognize me.
You never told us what happened to Mom.
Shick! Mom left. Shick!
Oh,
Shick!
I just got chills down my spine.
Good. It means you've got a strong nervous system. I'd like to see what that looks like. Can you... Shick! Shick! That's some nice soft fur you got there, boy. Shick!
It's very ominous when you're sharpening the knife and you say that.
Shick! You know, when I raised you boys, I raised you to be soft. Shick! Shick! Why don't you go tend the tomatoes in the garden? I've got to talk to your brother. Okay. Shick! Shick! So, you ever wondered why I never let you have friends, Robert?
I thought it was just because I was unlikable.
Shh, look at the flowers.
I'm done with the tomatoes.
You're not supposed to come in for another 10 seconds.
What's happening?
I'm sorry. If you were taller, your brother'd still be alive.
I'm trying.
He just got my appendix. It's okay.
No.
I saved you. Saved you.
I'm not
Watch-
sure that's
watch your
how
brother.
stab wounds work.
Watch your brother. Look him in the eyes. Shh. I never had a dad to show me what this is supposed to be like. I need you to show me how to be a better man.
Wooing.
Oh, I'll take care of that.
Thanks.
He dies weird. He dies weird.
And cut!
I'm sorry.
No.
I was all
Don't
over the
you
place.
ever apologize to me. That was
Right.
beautiful.
You're right.
I saw your soul. Okay, you're dead now, as we all know. So our next sequence is, of course, the afterlife tennis match. I think we all know where this is going. Okay, great on being just a little bit taller.
Thank you.
Now you're defeated.
Oh.
You watched your brother die, and now you're with him in the afterlife playing tennis. I think we all have been there. We all know that feeling.
Know it. No.
Okay. Act 4, Scene 17. Action!
Woo! Woo! You're dead, and I don't like. This isn't the same. Woo!
Out. It's love all over the place.
Look,
Don't-
this is a supernatural thing. You're playing tennis with a dead guy.
I think the only thing supernatural here is the love I have for you boys. You know, it's a shame I never got a chance to tell you when we were all together.
You killed us.
I think in a way I killed myself.
Woo!
It's you see the ball. You guys are probably wondering what the ball is a metaphor for, and I think
Actually, I'm just playing tennis.
to me it's passing along my favor that I had for you boys. You see, it was never. You both didn't have the ball at the same time much, and I really need you boys to know that this ball belongs to both of you. But mostly you, Robert. But you get it sometimes too.
You son of a...
No, wait! Clay is okay.
Cut!
I'm sorry.
No! Don't you ever apologize to me. If you do it again, I'm gonna kiss you square in the mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey! All right. So, naturally, we need to get good reviews on the overseas market. So the next portion of this film is our K-pop sequence.
Right.
What parts do each of you sing?
I'm bass.
Bass. You're a bass.
Harmony.
Harmony.
I'll just do the rhythm.
Rhythm. Bass, harmony, and rhythm.
Yeah.
The perfect recipe for K-pop. Now, this is gonna be a flashback to younger days, your grandmother's house.
Right.
Action.
I love my dad. He's the best. We're at Grandma's house. He's never gonna do anything bad to us.
I'm broken.
We're a happy family.
I'm broken.
bum broken, bum 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 broken, bum broken, bum broken.
Scene. Great job, you guys. Director's cut. Give them all a round of applause. Woo! Oh man, we learned a lot about ourselves and the life of llamas that you never knew you wanted to know, isn't it? True. Cool. Well, we're going to move right along, and we're going to start a game called Jeopardy! You guys all know how to play this game, but I'll explain it again. This is for Dustin, Scott, and Steven, if you guys want to stand up here. We're going to play some Jeopardy for you guys. We're going to introduce our contestants, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out to the audience for some answers that they then will provide the questions to, a la Jeopardy! So, first person here, what is your name and what do you do?
My name is Wadsworth Raspberry. I'm the owner of Raspberry Farms, the local candy factory.
Thanks, Wadsworth. Glad to see you back on the game. Next, we have...
I'm Michael.
Anything else about you, Michael?
I'm a preacher.
A preacher. All right. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Oh. Good luck on the game.
Thank
you. And last but not least,
Stuart.
Stuart.
Stuart, I like to play board games.
Likes to play board games.
Card games and games.
And games? Games? Well, good luck, Stuart. When we went to commercial, it looked like, Michael, you had the board. So will you select a category for us, please?
I'll take sinners for the lowest value available.
Sinners for the lowest value. Can I get a one-word answer from you, sir, for sinners of the lowest value possible? I don't know. I don't know is the answer. What is the question? Or I don't know is the answer to sinners with the lowest possible value.
Tiddly-hoo!
Yahtzee! I heard tiddly-hoo first. You, sir, go ahead.
That is, which one of these cute little puppies is tickling me most?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Any other?
Yahtzee!
Yahtzee, I heard Yahtzee from Stuart.
Where's the direction booklet?
That is correct. Oh! You have the lowest denomination possible on that one, and you have control of the board, Stuart. Let's get another category.
How many sides are on a six-sided dice for 600?
How many sides are on a six-sided dice for 600? You, sir, you, ma'am, at the audience. What's a one-word answer, please?
12.
12. 12 is the answer on the board.
Tiddly-hoo!
Oh, tiddly-hoo. I heard Stuart again. What's up, Stuart?
That obviously would be how many bushberries would be in a bushel. Ooh!
That is correct. That is fantastic. $600 to Wadsworth. Sorry, Stuart's over there.
I'll take them.
No, Stuart, sorry.
Sinner! Do not steal this man's points!
Wadsworth, you have control of the board. Let's see what category you pick.
I would take rising taxes on agricultural products for 400.
Rising taxes on agricultural products for 400. One word answer from you, sir, over here.
Lava.
Lava. Lava is the answer on the board.
For damnation!
For damnation was the first thing I heard. Go ahead, go
What
for
is
it.
where sinners belong?
It's close, but not quite. Sorry, Michael, we can't take that one. Any other options?
Yahtzee!
Yahtzee. Stuart, heard you.
It's where the treasure chest is that we have to get and kill the goblin that lives there.
Is that in the form of a question?
Tiddly-hoo!
Wadsworth.
We all get angry from some time, don't we?
You saved that one with a question at the end. That is correct. More money for Wadsworth. You have control of the board still.
Let's go for butterfly kisses for 800.
Ooh, butterfly kisses for 800. Can I get a one-word answer from anybody in the audience?
Lavender.
Lavender. Lavender is the answer on the board for 800.
For damnation!
For damnation. I heard that first from Michael.
What is a scent inferior to myrrh?
That is correct. Congratulations. All right, Michael, you've got control of the board.
I'll take loving teddy bear wizard in the sky for 500.
Loving teddy bear wizard in the sky for 500.
Yes.
The answer on the board is from anybody in the audience. A one-word answer.
Monkeys.
What?
Monkeys.
Monkeys. The answer is monkeys on the board for 800.
For damnation!
I heard Michael, you first.
What is where we absolutely did not come from?
I'll take it.
Thank you.
All right, last question of the evening. Michael, you've got control of the board.
You smell nice.
Hey,
Thank you.
that's very nice of you. Michael, go ahead. What's the category?
I'll take the stoning of Stephen for 800.
Stoning of Stephen for 800. One word answer from anybody out in the audience. Anyone at all. One word answer. Anything that comes to your mind.
Chemistry.
Chemistry. Chemistry is the answer. What's the question?
Tiddly-oo!
Ooh, I heard Wadsworth first.
How do complete strangers become besties of friends?
And I'll take it. Wadsworth, that puts you in the lead. Congratulations. You win Jeopardy!
Gumballs for everybody! Ooh.
Yay! And that's the scene. Thank you guys so much. Jeopardy. Learned all sorts of things about everything in the world that we live in. Good job, everybody. Right now, it looks like we've got... Dustin, you're in the lead with most points for the game.
Yes!
All 2 points. So congratulations. You guys have a lot of work to do to catch up. The next game we're going to play is called New Choice. This is going to be for Nick and Steven, if you guys want to just hop up here. What these guys are going to do, and we have walk-ons or tag-ins or whatever are allowed from the other audience or other players. What this game is going to be is they're going to do a scene for you guys. At some point, I will yell out "new choice" to something they said, and which means they have to then come up with something completely different and a completely new choice to continue on the scene, and then make sure that makes sense in this reality that they've created. To get started, I need a one-word suggestion from anyone in the audience. Anything at all.
Meatballs.
Meatballs is going to be your suggestion. So, of course, my inspiration for meatballs is make you guys 2 Italian chefs in a restaurant in Brooklyn. And take it away with new choice.
Tony.
Michael,
I'm
how
so-
we ever gonna get this restaurant off the ground?
Tony, with an attitude like that, we'll never get a restaurant off the ground.
I'm sorry, I'm just a natural pessimist. Pessimist.
New choice.
I'm just not a very upbeat fellow, you know?
New choice.
I'm just a real a-hole.
There you go.
Yes, Tony, I know that you're a real a-hole. Everybody knows that you're a real a-hole. But you know what else you are? A good chef.
New choice.
But you know what else you are? My little brother.
New choice.
But you know what else you are? Nothing. You are nothing but an a-hole.
I know, and that's why I'm not going to be able to connect with any of our customers.
I keep you in the kitchen, right where you belong, tossing pizza for the meatball pizza.
Thank you. I don't want to see anybody.
Meanwhile, I shall go out and I will schmooze and I will hobnob with all of our customers. I will make sure that they are comfortable, and I will make sure that there is somebody there to play the accordion.
New choice.
And I will make sure that they are comfortable, and I will make sure that there is somebody there to fiddle-faddle for them.
New choice.
I will make sure that they are comfortable, but then they will recognize how closely I am standing to them, and they will not be comfortable.
With all due respect, I think that is fair, and you should not be out in the front.
I know. Well, then who will work out in the front?
It will be self-manned. People will come in and...
You know that we cannot afford the robots to serve at the tables.
That's silly.
So are you gonna seat us, or are you just
Do you
gonna...
know where you want to sit? You can sit almost anywhere that you like in my restaurant.
The sign?
I told you, you would scare us.
How did I not see this coming?
You can't get so close to the customers.
But I want to be. I want to satisfy their every need.
New choice.
But I want to be. I want to smell the breath before it gets my sweet garlic on it.
I'll go with that one.
It's not what is becoming of a restaurant. Customers want to feel comfortable and full at the end of the meal.
No, this is America. Everybody wants to make everybody uncomfortable.
That's a fair.
New choice, Nick.
You are a psycho.
New choice.
I'm going to kill you.
New choice.
You are my brother, and I support you.
Come to me.
Scene. Hey, nice job, guys. New choice. If you've ever been to a pizza place in Brooklyn, that's exactly what it feels like. So now you don't have to worry about going anytime soon. Perfect. Next game we're going to play is Mr. Know-It-All. That's for Nick, Dustin, and Scott, if you guys want to line up. This is another game we're going to come to the audience for a bunch of suggestions for questions because, guys, guess what? Mr. Know-It-All is a crazy invention and crazy creation from a monster accident that put 3 heads together and became the smartest person in the world. This thing knows answers to every question you could possibly answer, but because its brain is so big and has so much information to process, it can only answer one word at a time. But we've got every answer that you're looking for. So, first question for Mr. Know-It-All is, how do I do my taxes?
Easy.
First,
You type
up
your name,
into
a word,
document
then mother
will
finish the
taxes.
for you.
Oh, wow. Very good. So have my mother do my taxes for me. Perfect, got it. Any other questions from the audience? Any question at all?
How do you tie shoes?
How do you tie shoes, Mr. Know-It-All?
This
Is
Simplicity.
once
you
Find
your
shoes
you
lick
your
Velcro.
to
make
Tied
shoes.
Oh, so find your shoes and lick the Velcro. So Velcro works
Simple.
best when it's slightly wet. Simple and effective. Perfect. Any more questions? Any questions at all from anyone in the audience?
Please.
Where do babies come from?
Where do babies come from?
I
don't
No.
That's good enough. I'm sorry that we couldn't figure that one out for you, but you know, it was an accident. Never know in that one. Another question from the audience, please. Any question at all? Something related to work or relationships?
What's the ideal percentage to swipe right on?
What's the ideal percentage to swipe right on?
Yes. Dating,
is
Tricky.
but
if
You
eat
enough
fiber.
doctors
will
Evade.
you
and
Pediatricians.
will
date.
You.
So, you know, find a pediatrician and you don't have to worry about swiping right.
Of course.
All right, and one last question for Mr. Know-It-All. Something to really give him the old stumper. Anybody? Any question at all? Something difficult? Maybe something very simple.
How do I ask for a raise?
How do you ask for a raise? That's a good question in this day and age.
discover
Your
Inner.
net
then
You.
stalk
your
Boss.
until
he
Relents.
and
gives
You.
permission
to
Live.
with
him
In.
his
basement.
Perfect. Stalk your boss. Stalk your boss until they relent. Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All. That is all we have time for today. Thank you, guys. Round of applause for Mr. Know-It-All. I told you he could answer any question that you possibly had, except for where babies come from.
Very excited. For
nobody knows.
Nobody knows that one at all. Perfect. Well, we're going to move right on to our next game. This is called Pan Left, Pan Right. This is for everybody. If you guys want to step up into a square formation, we're going to get some suggestions from the audience. What's going to happen is these guys are going to do a couple of different scenes. Each pair that you see set up right now will do one scene, and I will yell pan left or pan right to make them turn directions or go around in the square until they get some, until we see some more scenes. So the first suggestion I need from these two is just any suggestion at all. Any one-word suggestion.
The gym.
The gym. The gym. Pan left. For these guys, any suggestion, food or destination that you've always wanted to go to? Tahiti. Tahiti is your suggestion. For these two, something that you would go into Target to buy, but you would walk out with something else. Toilet paper is your suggestion. And for these guys, a gift you got that you wanted to return.
Socks.
Socks. And pan left again. And is that it? We'll start with you guys. Go ahead. What's your suggestion?
The gym.
The gym. Pan left.
Tahiti.
Tahiti. Pan left.
Toilet paper.
Pan left.
Socks.
Socks. And pan left twice. And let's see that scene.
They have so much vanilla here. Yeah,
No, when I got this job at this Yankee Candle, I didn't expect, to be doing so much upper body work.
Yeah, absolutely. You are killing it. Like, you're giving a real Tahitian experience in this Yankee Candle.
Thank you, I'm glad. How's your smoothie?
It's so good. It's got coconut and pineapple and vanilla and rum.
Yes.
Right. When did you start coming here?
Like a year ago? When did you start coming here?
2 years ago.
Oh, I was wrong. I started coming here like 3 years ago. So.
Oh, it's 2019. That means 4 years.
Oh, is
For
it?
me.
Is
Yeah,
it 4 years
4
for you?
years.
Well, it's been 5 for me. I just moved to California for a while where I hung out on the Muscle Beach.
Oh, yeah, right. Right.
All right, man. It's the big game.
Your socks don't match, though.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm trying to win the championship. I'm not looking for looks.
You have to look good if you want to be a winner.
That's not... Name one professional athlete that looks good.
Tiger Woods.
Fair enough.
Michael
All right.
Jordan.
You know what? They all look... You know what? Let's just go out there and win, all right?
We're not gonna win.
Why would you say that?
Because your socks.
Look.
Look. All right. How about just? Can you just pull your pants down a little more so it covers your socks?
Okay, I'm not falling for that trick again.
Right. Right.
Take this. Listen, okay, we're gonna cover this lady's house. I need to know if you're in to win it.
Yeah, all right.
Do you want to be my best friend or not?
I do. I just don't think we need to vandalize an old lady's house.
No, we don't need to. We don't need to. No. We don't. You do. Okay? Now,
Look, is this?
pour this kerosene on it. We don't have a lot of time.
You know what? Last time you told me to pull my pants down, it ended with me in the locker room crying.
Yeah. Crying tears of happiness.
I can lift like 50 pounds.
Oh yeah, this is 50.5.
Oh yeah. Well, I forgot that my arm is naturally heavy, so this is more like 51.
Excuse me, sir. I saw your drink. You walked out of the Starbucks and you didn't have any rum in it. So
Yeah, sorry. Some people would say I've had enough, but I'd say not enough.
you're on vacation. You're on
Yeah,
vacation.
absolutely.
You can't.
This was supposed to be my honeymoon.
Oh wow, that's more rum.
Yeah, it is.
And left.
Okay, so look, I'm not a volunteer firefighter, so I don't know exactly how to get in there. She's obviously needing help. Okay, if you want to prove to me that you're my best friend, you'll go in there and you'll save her.
You made me start her house on fire and now I have to go save her?
I made you jump into a relationship, okay? I didn't make you set her house on fire.
Why can't I just be your friend? Why can't we just go to the theater?
Pan right.
Yeah, I guess that's when it all started. I just came here for a vacation and I relaxed. Drink. No, I had a chip. Now it's just a coaster. You understand? No.
Right. You won. All right.
Okay, yeah. Look, you won twice. How about that, buddy? You won twice.
And see. Nice job, everyone. Good job. Round of applause. We went all over the place in that one. I want to go to the Tahiti. Was that the airport? Was that the candle shop at the airport in Tahiti?
There's a plenty of
There's a lot going on.
There was also a Starbucks. We went a bunch of places.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff there. Awesome. We're going to play another game called Returns Desk. This is going to be an interesting game because we're going to do a thing where we're going to have Steven is going to be our returns desk expert. I need to come to the audience for suggestions, but first we're going to send Dustin, Nick, and Scott right out of this room because we're going to get suggestions that they cannot hear. So get out! Get out. You guys can go right in front of the camera. You didn't have to go around it. Awesome. Perfect. And make sure that door is closed. And they're good. Perfect.
You guys can hear me, right?
All right, perfect. So what's going to happen is Steven is going to be our returns desk expert, and we're going to get suggestions for them that they are going to return. Objects of any kind of nature, anything, objects, people, places, anything at all, that whatever comes to mind. Steven has to help them figure out what it is that they are returning without trying to be too obvious about it. So it should be a lot of fun. For our 3 players, for Dustin, can I have a destination or some place you want to go really bad that you've never been before in your life? Whether it's a monument or something you want to see in the world.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Perfect. For Scott, what is he returning? Let's say it's something that fits in the palm of your hand.
Gerbil.
A gerbil. And for Nick, what's the last thing you ate?
Subway.
Subway. What was on it?
Double meat Italian BMT.
All right. Can you think you can handle that one?
Oh, no.
We'll take Subway sandwiches, but if you
I'll go for the
if you can get double meat Italian BMT,
Okay.
I believe in you. Perfect. Let's get them back in here. I will be right back. Review those, and I will be right back.
Thank you.
Hey guys, come on in. Welcome back to the Improv Show. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Put your pants back on. Good gracious. Awesome. Perfect. Well, welcome to the returns desk. We're going to go ahead and we are going to start. This line's perfect, actually. You guys nailed that one. So let's go ahead and see what we've got.
Hi, I'd like to return this.
Can't imagine why. You can really get ahead with one of these, you know?
Yeah, no, I thought it was the picture looked different on the internet, so.
Yeah. Most people think it's a lot bigger.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's just like, I wanted to use it at home.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, did you consider mounting it?
I didn't, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's for.
Oh, it's for mounting.
Yeah.
Oh, because I was using it in the kitchen, and...
Mount for that.
Oh, you know what? I'm not a big hunter, so I guess I wouldn't like this.
Teddy was.
Okay.
Love those bears. Huh?
Yeah. So that's why I don't like big bear heads.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of those. Just generally throwing that out there.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't
always lead with that.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm saying. But for this particular
This
item,
rocks. Like, this is such a cool gift. It absolutely rocks.
right.
Like, do not take this for granted.
Right. So yeah, it's obviously.
Did you buy it yourself, or was it a president?
It was actually a president. Yeah.
Well, and so.
Right. So
Did they get it for the 4th of July or for your birthday?
I actually.
What was it for?
I'm actually just looking for the Statue of Liberty. The Mount Rushmore isn't exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I'll take this.
Nice job, Dustin. Got it.
I just want to return this.
Oh, this is the biggest one of these I've ever seen. They're usually much lighter.
My dog is scared of it.
I bet.
He's barking.
What have you been feeding it?
Mainly furniture polish.
Wow. Okay. Like, normally the wood chips are unfinished and just on the bottom.
So I. Can I
Must
just
have
get a
had
new
Miracle
one?
Grow in the water bottle.
I just want a new one.
A new
Okay,
one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least you returned it alive. Not everybody does. This is a very sad store on some days. I stand in the back and I just cry. That's not a hint. It's just true.
I've already named it though.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of attached.
I mean, you're
Is
welcome
that
to keep
normal?
it. They don't live long, for what it's worth. I think it's like 2 years.
Oh, but it's just a hamster.
Well, you're close. You're close. Don't be a jerk to yourself about the fact that it's not a hamster. Don't be a jerk.
Oh, no, I've been feeding it the wrong food. I needed to buy gerbil food.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll make some swell right on up.
Nice.
I'll just put this right back in the thing.
Yeah. You remember this one?
I mean, it's only a foot long. Don't exaggerate.
That's what I do. I'm a dramatic person.
Oh, okay. Well, I assume you want to return this.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
want it anymore.
Have you put your mouth on it?
Every night. every single night.
How long ago did you buy this, sir?
It was a trial period.
They normally last like 30 minutes.
Well, yeah, that's why I don't want it anymore.
Well, let us see what we've got here, shall we? Okay, cut in half properly, no saw. Can you maybe tell me some of what's defective about it? It seems like it was made by one of our experts.
There's a blemish right there, and like a brown stain right there. And
In fairness, it is the urban cheese. It's meant to be polychromatic.
I didn't know that when I picked it out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I just kind of bought it on a whim, I guess.
Oh, well, if you don't like it, then we'll figure something out for you. And if you don't like what we've done, there's a restaurant downtown. The host stands entirely too close to you, but you can get a similar item.
You know, I think I'm just ready to cut pizza out of my diet.
That's great. What does that have to do with this?
You know what?
Hey, how did you get here, by the way? Did you take the train, or did you take a cab, or did you take a bus, or what's that other one?
Uber?
No, not that.
You know what?
The public transit one.
You know what? This is just take it back. I'm gonna go get some food. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get.
You've gotta be hungry.
I'm gonna go get Subway.
Yeah. I don't know why you're being more, but yeah.
Indeed. Good job, everybody. Yeah. We were looking for double meat Italian BMT.
Yeah.
But Subway works. Good job, everybody. That was a lot of fun to watch. Feeding at the wrong thing. Good job. Perfect. We've got 2 more games left, and we're going to call it an evening. But this is our game called Highlander. This is for everybody. You can all start on stage. You don't have to start on stage at the same time. It's whatever. This game is a lot of fun. This is one of my favorite games. What's going to happen is they're going to perform a scene for you guys, and at some point I will get a vote from the audience to see who we're going to kill off. And when we do that, that person will die in the scene. Not really die, but they'll be inactive in the scene. However, their part must still be performed by their body. So that means somebody else will have to take control of it and say their lines while performing the actions that this person was doing. If it doesn't make sense, it will make sense really quickly. I just need a suggestion from somebody in the audience of, let's think about a gift as a child that you were given, that you hold dear still to this day. Anything at all.
A bike.
A bicycle. A bicycle. Bicycle is your suggestion. You guys take it away.
Is the 4-person tandem bicycle almost done?
Yeah.
Us and our brother who's not here yet are going to ride it.
I didn't hear you come into my bike shop.
Well, we're here, mister.
Yeah, we rang the bell.
Yeah.
Oh, the bell doesn't work.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Right now is my quiet time.
Did we startle you?
No, I'm used to being around children at this hour. Of course.
This thing's beautiful.
Yes, it is. Please don't touch it with your greasy, oily hands. I'm sorry. Children are dirty and need to be taught. Thank you, Fitzpatrick. Of course.
Look.
You're always my favorite.
Can I just check out the back of it?
Listen, why don't you hop on the bike and now it's okay. Now that one of you has washed your hands. Please, hop on the bike now. Start pedaling.
We need 2 more people.
2 works just fine. Notice how they...
We've hit the end of the building.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to come to you for audience reaction. Who do you want to see die? Do you want to see Nick die? Scott die? Steven? Dustin? Dustin, you're dead. And start the scene over again.
Oh, hey, is our 4-person tandem bicycle done?
Yeah. Oh. Did you seem startled? Are you startled by us?
Yeah, we rang the bell.
Yeah. Guy's creepy. Oh, boy, all right.
Oh, this thing's a beautiful.
Don't touch it with your grubby hands!
Let me go.
Take it easy, man.
Let me go wash my hands.
All right, look, I'm just gonna touch the back of the bike. All right, just.
All right, that's fine. All right, hey, Get on the bike now. That one of y'all has washed your hands.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, pedal. What are you doing?
Woo! Ring, 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 ring.
There you go.
Oh, we've reached the end of the building.
Scene. All right. Who wants to see Nick die? Oh, Steven. And Scott. Scott, you're dead.
Hey there! Hey, 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 we rang the bell.
The bell doesn't work.
What is this? This is a bike. Ooh.
Keep your hands off it. Children have dirty hands.
Stop hitting us, man.
I have to let you go now.
Yes, that's it. Wash your hands. And you ride the bike. Okay. Just gonna get on the back of the bike here.
Look how they something I didn't hear the first time you said it.
Ring, 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 ring. Hey, we're at the end of the building.
Scene. All right, Steven. Who wants to see Steven die? Who wants to see Nick die?
Damn.
Oh, poor Nick, you're dead. Take it away,
Yeah,
Steven.
poor Nick. Yes. Ding ding. Excuse me, sir. Are you okay? You seem frightened. Look at this bicycle. Touch? No! Don't touch the bicycle. Children have dirty hands. Yes, thank you for washing your hands. You got it. Okay, what are we doing now? Getting on the bike? Cool. You can die. Yes, get on the bicycle and ride it. There's only two of us. That's fine. You only need two. Ding, 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 into the boat.
Let's see. I'm exhausted. How about you?
Fresh as a daisy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was okay. I've never done that to a man.
It happens. Things happen. Well, guys, that was a fantastic game. Steven, you just get 1,000 points, which takes you to the lead of the entire show. Sorry, I haven't been keeping track of points otherwise, except for the two.
1,002.
1,002.
Whatever. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to our last game. Oh. No, it's okay. We'll be back sometime later when we know our schedule. But thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with us while we were filming this and trying to see what it looks like in the studio space. We definitely will try and get another day like this planned out, and you guys can come back hopefully. Go ahead and give a round of applause to Carrie, to Corey, and to Cassie, who are our camera operators. We wouldn't be able to do this without them. And thank you so much for Houston Media Source for having us here in the space. You good now? You good?
Yeah, thanks for parenting.
Cool. We're going to do our last game, which is going to be called a pun game, which is also known as 185 Things. So what's going to happen is we're going to get some suggestions from you guys for different careers or music or jobs or whatever, and we're going to do a pun. The premise of this game is the improviser will step forward and say, 185 blanks walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve blanks here. So 185 blanks say, pun. So an example would be a doctor. Perfect. 185 doctors walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve doctors here. So 185 doctors say, what, you run out of patience? And that's the pun. Thank you so much. That's going to be it. So you guys stand up. We'll get some suggestions from puns from the audience. Can I get some occupations, just whatever occupations pop into your mind?
Models.
Model, plumber,
Engineer.
engineer,
Dentist.
dentist,
Photographer.
and photographer. That's all for now. We'll go with that. We'll start with a model. So 185 models. Go ahead whenever you guys have it.
185 models walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve models here." And then 185 models say, "Why?" And then the bartender says, "I've got really thin patience."
So 185 models walk into the bar, and a bartender's like, "Hey, we don't serve models." And the models are like, "That's fine."
185 models walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve models here," and the models say, "Look elsewhere." That's not fun. Warm it up.
Good try, though.
Yep.
185 models walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve models here." And the 185 models say, or why not? The bartender says, "Well, you guys are all 10s."
185 models walk into a bar, and the bartender's like, "Hey, we don't serve models here." And the models are like, "That's fine, we want alcohol."
185 models walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve models here." Models say, "Why not?" He says, "We only serve old-fashioned."
Plumber. Let's switch it up to plumber. Go for it.
185 plumbers walk to a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve plumbers here." Plumbers ask why not. He says, "We don't sell crack."
185 plumbers walk into a bar, and the bartender's like, "Hey, we don't serve plumbers here." And the plumbers say, "Why not? We're flush with cash."
Ooh, very nice. Very nice.
I had a backup.
185 plumbers walk into a bar, and the bartender's like, "Hey, we don't serve plumbers here." And the plumbers are like, "Come on, take the plunge."
185 plumbers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve plumbers." Plumbers say, "Why not?" And bartender says, "Because you look like you're full of crap."
185 plumbers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve plumbers here." The plumbers go, "Well, what if we, sang? Would you serve us then?" Bartender says, "Why? Why would I have you sing?" "Well, we've got great pipes."
Nice. Engineer. Let's switch it up to engineer.
You two better.
185 engineers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve engineers here." And all the engineers are really disappointed because they have excellent tables.
Anyone else but Steven?
185 engineers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve engineers here." Engineers are again very disappointed because they hear that they draft really well.
Switch up to dentist.
185 dentists walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve dentists here," and the dentists are like, "Oh, anal cavities." I don't know what I'm doing.
185 dentists walk to a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve dentists here." Dentists say, "Why not?" He says, "Getting y'all to tip is like pulling teeth."
Oh, yeah. Nice.
185 dentists walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve dentists." Dentists say, "Why not?" He says, "We just don't." They're like, "We don't believe you." He's like, "No, it's the tooth."
185 dentists walk into a bar, and the bartender's like, "Hey, we don't serve dentists here." And the dentists are like, "Okay, but you need to tell us one by one." And he's like, "I don't have that much NOS." Nitrous oxide, NOS.
It's not funny.
Photographers.
Yes, it is.
185 photographers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve photographers." Photographers say, "Why not?" He says, "Look, you just get the picture, okay?"
185 photographers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve photographers here." Photographers say, "Well, that's a bad development."
185 photographers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve photographers." Photographers are confused. "Why not?" "You are all flashers."
185 photographers walk to a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve photographers." Photographers are all sad and ask, "Why not?" And he says, "Oh, don't be sad. Just, you're all about the negatives."
185 photographers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve photographers." Photographers say, "Why not?" He says, "Well, you all look cold. You're all shuddering?"
185 photographers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve photographers here." The photographers say, "Shucks," and the bartender says, "Shake it off."
185 photographers walk to a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve photographers here." Photographers say, "Well, if not, we're going to shoot you with our cannon."
That's the last one. Guys, give them all a round of applause. Nick Brownrigg, Scott Little, Steven Saltsman, Dustin, Blanton. I'm Brian Kondrach. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with us while we were doing this. It was a lot. It means a lot to us. And we will see you next time. That is our show. Thank you guys so much.